There is a specific kind of invisible that no one talks about. Not the kind that comes from being overlooked or underestimated. It's the kind that comes after you've already done everything right. The promotions, the teams, the results that move the needle, the rooms you were trusted to sit in. And then at some point, you stepped outside of that structure, or you're preparing to. And you realize that almost none of what you built is visible to anyone who was not already in those rooms. If that is sitting somewhere in your chest right now, this video is for you. My name is Maria Issa. I am a legacy architect. I work with senior executives and accomplished professionals who are done climbing and are ready to contribute at scale. So I left corporate in 2016 after realizing that the work I wanted to do had no container inside the institution I was building for. So I built my own. And in doing that, I had to answer the exact question I'm going to be walking you through today. Why do high achievers, people with decades of real impact, feel invisible the moment they step outside their organization? Here is what I have noticed working with senior leaders across industries and continents. The invisibility is not about lack of experience. It's not even about lack of credibility. It is a structural problem. For your entire career, your expertise has lived inside a system that gave it context. Your title told people what you knew. Your organization told people why it mattered. Your team told people you could deliver. The institution was the packaging. You were the product inside it. And as long as you stayed inside, that packaging worked perfectly. But expertise without packaging is just knowledge that no one can find. I want you to think about the last time you introduced yourself outside of a professional context. Not in a meeting, not on a panel you were invited to. Just someone asked you, what do you do? Did you lead with your title? Did you reach for the organization's name? Did you feel for just a moment slightly less certain of your own value without those words to carry it? That is not a weakness. That is what happens when the structure that held your expertise is no longer in the room. I definitely felt it when I left corporate. You see, in my work, I see 3 specific patterns that keep accomplished leaders invisible outside their organization. Pattern 1. The expertise is real, but it is unnamed. You have a methodology, you know it. You've applied it across teams, across crises, across decisions that shaped entire departments. But if you have never written it down, never named it, never separated it from the organization it was built inside, it becomes. So when someone outside that organization asks what you actually know, you reach for examples you are not sure you can share, frameworks that live in documents you no longer own, and results that belong to institutions that will not remember you when you are gone. The expertise is not missing. It is just still locked inside a building you no longer work in, or you're on your way walking out of. Pattern 2. The track record is impressive, but it is not portable. Your CV is full of impact, but impact inside an organization speaks to your employer. It does not speak to the world. A framework speaks to the world. A book speaks to the world. a clearly articulated point of view published and attached to your name can speak to the world. Most senior leaders have spent 30 years building for the former and almost no time building the latter. Pattern 3. The network is real, but it has never been activated for you. You have networks, many networks. But what you often do not have is a network that knows what to send you. Because no one outside your former organization knows clearly enough what you do, what you offer, and who you are for to make a relevant introduction. Visibility is not about being famous. It is about being findable by the right person at the right moment. I want to tell you something I wish someone had told me in 2016. The institution was never going to package you. That was never its job. The institution's job was to use your expertise in service of its own mission. And it did that pretty well. Your job, the one no one assigned you and no training program prepared you for, is to package it yourself. I want you to know that it's not arrogance, but stewardship. The thinking you have done, the decisions you have navigated, the methodology you have refined over 20, 30 years, that belongs to more people than the ones who happen to work in the same building. But it will only reach them if you decide to make it visible. So what does that actually look like? The first move is not to start posting on LinkedIn. The first move is to name what you know. Specifically, what is the one thing that you understand about your field that most people at your level still get wrong? Not a general answer, not leadership or strategy. The specific insight that has shaped every significant decision you have made in the last decade. That insight is the seed of your intellectual property. Everything else, the book, the framework, the advisory model, the thought leadership platform, grows from that single named thing. The second move is to separate your expertise from the context it lived inside. Your results belong to the organization. Your thinking belongs to you. The case studies may be confidential. The methodology is not. Name the method, own the thinking, build the container that is yours. The third move, and this is the one most people skip, is to make it visible before you feel ready. Visibility is not the reward for having everything figured out. It is the process by which you figure it out. The leaders I work with who wait until they have a perfect framework, a finished book, a complete platform, wait a very, very long time. The ones who begin naming their thinking in public, in posts, in conversations, in a newsletter, find that the clarity comes from the making, not before it. If any of what I have described today is a conversation you have been having with yourself, I want to invite you to a legacy blueprint session. It's 90 minutes. You complete a short questionnaire before we meet. And in those 90 minutes, we audit your legacy landscape together. We name what has not been named. We identify the single most impactful path forward. You leave with a clearly defined legacy project and a strategic blueprint that is yours regardless of what you decide to do next. And then, within 48 hours, you receive a formal project roadmap, scope, timeline, what it takes to build it, complete clarity. The link is in the description, and if this video landed somewhere real for you, share it with one person in your network who you think is carrying this quietly. They will thank you for it. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you know when I drop a new video, and share.